Hello everyone, my name is OREL and I am from Central Europe, and I am of European ancestry if that matters. And I wrote this appeal to other people of European heritage spread all over the world, because I see there are lots of bad things happening in our nations and the civilization, which will be destructive for us all and everything we inherited as Europeans, destructive for the future of our next generations. And I am trying to do something about it because I know what can be done to make a difference for us all. But I cannot do it alone with my small group of friends and the supporters and my limited possibilities in the limited time we have. So I am hoping to reach more people who share my concerns and who want to change our general situation for the better. Because with each new generation, due to the falling birth rate and the uncontrolled migration, we are getting closer and closer to becoming a minority in the lands of our ancestors. And if we give it a bit more time, to the extinction of our bloodlines, culture, values, and our way of life. First of all, let me ask you, are you one of those short-sighted ignorants who do not care as long as they have money to afford a fun and a comfortable life? Or maybe one of those who prefer to fool around and enjoy the show of the downfall of our society and civilized world? If so, I suggest you stop listening to my material right now. Or are you one of those more responsible individuals who do feel that we have a duty to protect and preserve our traditional culture, values, families, heritage, and are willing to work together to secure the future of us all in this world? If yes, then I ask you humbly to listen to what I have to say, because I'm tired and I don't think we have that much time to take action if we really want to oppose our full enslavement and eventual destruction. I hope by now it is visible for anyone who is not blind and has some common sense, or by someone not detached from the brutal reality of our system on the ground, that the situation in our countries is only getting worse, economically, demographically, and in terms of culture and the state of the modern society, where we may observe only a downfall. Some say it's our stupidity, ignorance, spread and normalization of degeneracy, lust for money, greed. Others say it's a social engineering and intentional brainwashing by the mainstream. But the point remains the same. White people are committing a cultural and ethnic suicide, which is creating irreversible damage to our societies, replacing native population and the culture of our countries with people from the third world, which is slowly reshaping our countries into a third world colonies. And the consequences of those changes will ruin our lives and the lives of our future generations forever. We have no one in the mainstream with a solution to represent our interest at a national or international scale. No powerful organization, no political leaders in a true position of power, no unity, no numbers, or anybody with a lot of money who aims at anything sufficient to secure our future in this world as Europeans. While at the same time our countries are being destroyed by our incompetent or directly treacherous political elites, which do the same thing to us over and over again no matter who we elect in our pseudo-democratic system, also by the mighty international corporations, powerful people and their families with enormous wealth, who all by magic coincidence are pushing upon our civilization the same destructive agenda, the same plans which reshape our nations into cultural, spiritual and genetic swamps, while at the same time caring with absolute priority about the chosen people and their country in the Middle East, for which we are to pay even with our blood if there will be need for that. Just look at us. We had everything, and now we are censored, slowly replaced within our own countries. The countries, lands we inherited from our ancestors are being populated by people with the culture and heritage of our historical invaders, until eventually they will take over our countries from the inside because of demography. There is a group of people which operates as a minority, but they have power, control over most parts of the world, over politicians. They have money and their elites act in the interest of the group, using their money to spread their agenda and benefit their own people. So, are we too dumb to do the same? Too rotten, corrupted? On an individual level, so we sell the interest of our nations and civilization for some silver coins, which temporarily boast the lifestyle and position of an individual families, while at the same time destroying the future of us all, including the future generation of all of us? Yes, there are people and forces in this world wanting to keep us as slaves or even to destroy us. But we, the people in general, are guilty for allowing this to happen, for allowing this to keep going while we fail to organize and resist, while we fail to act smart instead of falling for showmen, charismatic smooth talkers, controlled opposition, other stupid ideas and other traps, or deluding ourselves that things will get better while most of us, at an individual level, are acting selfishly, passively, without any real self-discipline or will to move a finger when the opportunity to act for the interest of the group is being presented. The bad guys are winning and are doing whatever they want with us. Because we are divided, disorganized, and we prefer the comfy life of the observers in our small local world instead of working and sacrificing ourselves for the benefit of the group and the whole future ahead. So I ask you, are we even worth saving at this point as a collective? If the majority of us who are smart enough to recognize the threats and understand the situation are failing to act correctly. So, what are people like you doing about it? If you are aware of all of that, if you understand that, then what are you doing about it? Do you want to help stop this ongoing madness? From the perspective of outsiders, we are foolish, crazy, and weak. We are digging our own grave by going with the flow, submitting to this corrupt and self-destructive system as long as we are paid to survive and doing our job, or for doing nothing while we are being replaced in the lands of our ancestors. Working for a system which by design is destroying us all. I want to oppose our enslavement and destruction. I have been working over a solution for years, and I'm confident the bare minimum which we must accomplish is outlined in my plan, which I named the only realistic solution. And I'm sure it is, because nothing else has a realistic chance to have a real impact or even to work in theory. So what I propose is a bare minimum, and I hope the proposed plan will be able to assemble and unite us around my initiative. Because, as I said before, we are running out of time and there's nothing else we can do to make a true stand for our future. If we do not aim at an international organization and initiative, no matter how much money you have, if you are on your own, or you have a small group working around any local or national scale projects, you are not going to make it. I want people like you to research my proposed solution. And if you approve of what I am trying to do, I want you to help and support me by following my simple instructions. I know I'm competent enough to accomplish the projects from the plan. I do have a deep understanding of how the system works, of what forces we oppose. I'm not naive and short-sighted to aim at making a stand for one country or one nation only. That's why from the start I aim to operate at an international level with a global range for the sake of us all, for our European heritage, cooperating with like-minded people from all over the world. And I also provide innovation, technological solutions which are necessary for the success of the main projects from the proposed plan. My main focus is not building my own community but an international business operation, a business network which is to eventually take the shape of an international corporation, to represent our interests from the only position of power which is still available for us to obtain, to benefit like-minded individuals and communities which will grow around this business operation all over the world, to make us strong, organized, and even united around our mutual goals for our mutual benefit. I want to restore honor, dignity to European people. I want us to be respected again, and our voice of reason to be heard from our own position of power within international range. In my material with the plan, I explain in detail how we can do that. So find time, research what I propose. Otherwise, we and our children will lose everything with time because of our ignorance, laziness, and stupidity. If we do what I propose, we have a chance. If we don't, we will remain in our agonizing state, dooming our future. The choice is yours. I repeat, what I propose is the only strategy which can make a difference for our general situation. There is nothing else that can be done, and there is nobody else on our side working on anything similar. So we must mobilize, do what I propose, or we are all going to lose our future. There's just no other way. Show me how serious you people are about opposing our enslavement and destruction by researching my material with the plan, and if you approve the proposed solution, then help by providing your support by reaching more people and more. Otherwise, it will appear that we really don't care about our future on the bigger picture, accepting everything what the system does with us, being on our own, focusing on our small and meaningless goals, hoping for the best, while realistically we are losing everything, allowing the system to lead us into a complete enslavement and the destruction of European people in their own countries on the long run. A solution exists. We just need to mobilize and make it come true. Are we able to act responsibly for the interest of the group and our families at an individual level? Or are we just a cattle, existing to be used and disposed of? I do not know our true numbers, how many of us do care and are willing to act, but what I know for sure is that with this plan, at least we do have a chance. Without it, no matter where you run, hide, or how much money you have, you are not going to make it on the long run. Check the video description below if you wish to learn more and maybe help me in saving our future. Thank you for listening till the end.